impressed. The light is green.
My cat is here. He's being a pain in the butt.
Yay! I hope so, because that's what cats do.
I hope not. He
But now I
turns off her
turn the fan
computer.
on, and But now I turn on the fan, and he's right in front of the fan.
Ooh, nice. High speed cat smell.
No, cats don't like it when you blow wind in their face or up their butt.
To be fair, I
It's
think
not something I actively engage in. No.
I don't think a lot of
mammals, even sentient creatures, don't really enjoy it too much.
It's basically just he moved himself in a place where he would end up getting cold air blown on him, and he doesn't like it.
Instead of moving.
Anyway, we're almost a minute in. Maybe you should introduce the game, Rena.
Hi, this would be...
Hurry up.
Dragonheist.
Get on with it.
Cat edition. Last time, you all got on Zarzod Zord's boat. Oh dear. Lou is pretending to be Captain Zord's, not Captain Zord, Beniago cursed cousin, which is not going well. Most everybody is on the ship except for Uzana, who has decided to take a swim in the water to look at the wonderful submarine under Zord's ship. And Nadrax and Gadix have gone invisible and are currently trying to explore Zord's ship. This involves sneaking into what everybody is assuming is Zord's bed chamber and found a secret hatch that goes down into the dark. Meanwhile, Zord has realized two of the party members have taken a really long time to take a loo and is now getting ready to go look for them. That's not where we're starting, though. Uzana,
yes.
After your swim, where did you go?
I'm going to prestidigitation myself to be clean, and then go to the ship to announce that I finally arrived. I've just finished assisting a friend.
So you go to the initial ship there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, let me pull up that name really quick just to make sure that I don't have my notes and I was a horrible person. Aha! Yes, that would be, Tarwind Arihook. Oh, wait, no, wrong fucking ship. That's the eye capture. My bad. Fergus Crabwater. There we go. So, yep, Fergus looks mildly surprised when he does get summoned by his sailors. Like, oh, I heard that you also were heading to the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I've just arrived a little late. I was helping out a friend.
Yes, shouldn't be a problem. Hold on one moment. Let's see if I can arrange for a boat and some individuals to take you out. Hold on one moment.
Thank you. And
he goes back upstairs, and you can tell he's a little bit concerned for a moment. He's doing a insight on him.
Well, I mean, whenever we got there as initial group, she wasn't there. We would have said the wee woman was detained.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does know her because he's met her.
Just might be nervous for other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous?
Not you.
You get
Crabwater.
You're the one who gets to roll an insight on why Crabwater is nervous.
Oh, okay. I thought it was rolling against me. I'm like, I'm being honest.
I mean, it could be just because you look a bit drowish.
Nope, I don't know.
Yep, you don't know. You just know he looks a little bit nervous about something.
All right.
And it does take him a fair amount of time, but he does come back with a nimble right. So now you have nimble right number 3. Okay. And the sailors are currently lowering another boat to go take you over.
Huh.
And he gives a little bit of a shrug and says, I suppose I will be escorting you personally then.
All right. And who's your friend you're bringing?
Oh, that's just the nimble right that's stationed on my ship. He's a mixture of a servant and a personal bodyguard.
Did you give him a name?
No.
Oh, all right. I suppose you don't give your tools a name. I mean, that's understandable.
Oh, yeah, it's
I mean,
Gaddox
some
did.
people do, but it's you know.
bit more than a tool, but it's just he's the nimble right.
As we cut
Mine,
to,
anyways.
as we cut to a flashback of Harden accidentally walking in on Gaddox's house as he's having a small tea party for his assembled tools. Having been sleep deprived for so long in the construction of Kago.
You know what? Roll me a D100 for this.
All right.
It'll run just about at the rate.
83.
All right. So the ship does eventually get lowered down. I assume you all climb in. The nimble right is doing most of the rowing, and Tarwin, or not Tarwin, fucking hell. Why do I always
Fergus.
mix those two up? Fergus, yes. Fergus does a little bit of the rowing, but not nearly as much as the nimble right. And it is a very thick fog. You really can't see very well in the bay at all. And as you all approach, you get up ready to dock up alongside the ship. Right at the same time as another rowboat is pulling up alongside of the ship. And it's mildly awkward because you've seen all three of these individuals before, Uzana. You see Felric, Kribbig, and the random third other drow. There's also no other rowboat, so you have an inkling that whatever rowboat everybody took out there is either that boat or not there anymore because it's the brand new boat that they showed up on.
This is certainly a strange evening.
Felric just looks very awkward and gives a bit of a shrug. Ladies first.
Thank you.
And you notice Fergus is just kind of sitting there blinking a couple of times, and he just shakes a hand, I've not seen anything at all, and is just kind of just go on. You'll take the boat back with everybody else. As you are helped on board ship, of course, bit awkward. The drow stay in the rowboat, and they just tell you go on. Go on in.
Go on, we're hiding. They just pulled the tarp over themselves. They didn't see us.
They're not even. They're just sitting there. They're not even pretending to hide.
Anything.
It's like, oh, go on in.
All right.
And then let me actually.
Come to think of it, they do have a little bit of the Madagascar penguin style to them. Lou is obviously the rookie.
And when you get on board, one of the mates, who again is not that token, I don't know why they did this. A male human greets you and says, you're here for the dinner party, but slightly delayed?
I've been slightly delayed, but I'm here now for the dinner party.
All right, then come this way. I will escort you on down. And he walks down this way through the door. Conveniently, right about the time that you open, the mate opens the door and gets on down, Zord is also opening the door and is currently trying to backstep out. Everybody else in the room, you are trying to convince Zord to stay in the room.
Actually,
And
just came to my mind there. Almost fucking forgot. I meant to bring it up earlier. Thankfully, I've come to possession of an oil bear. It's currently an egg now, but I'm gonna need a few care tips and all.
Wonderful. I'll make sure to send my experts for that.
You don't
We
need
can
to send them
discuss this
around.
later.
I can always just have a wee chat with them in person.
Arton, goodbye. And you see he starts shutting the door. Uzana, you are now seeing Zord trying to escape the room, and everybody else is trying to keep him in. What are you going to do?
Everyone else trying to keep them. Bjorn's done shit all.
I started out by delaying, by asking.
Yeah, he was helpful.
Yeah.
Zord does turn around at that, and guys, you think you have a bit of an opening. Oh, Uzana, welcome. Do come in.
Thank you.
Finally here.
Finally, my wee wife's back. No affront to your own hospitality, but I'll enjoy a wee bit more of her being in here. You can understand it, of course.
Oh, certainly I do.
I was
Yeah,
just running an errand for a friend, and it ran a little late, but here now.
Well, splendid. That is splendid. I hope it wasn't anything too big.
No, but mm. How many nimble rights did you say you had?
On the ship.
Yeah, on the ship.
Yes, 2 on the ship.
And
4
did
total.
you? So you did loan one out.
No, I have 1 on each of my ship and then my own here. 4 total.
Well, that does make. Wait, if you have 2 on the ship and 1 your own here. That's 3.
I have 3 ships.
Oh, okay. So you have 2 on this ship, and 1 on your own ship, and 1 on another ship.
No. This is my. I know what you're doing. It's taken him a moment, but he goes, no. This is my ship.
Yes.
They're all my ship, but this is my personal ship.
Okay.
I have the one that's stationed here, and then my own. These 2, and he points to his side. And then on the Heartbreaker, there's 1.
Okay. So
And then
that's
on
4.
No. All right, now finally, Zord is starting to realize something. Where's the fucking?
Wait, what
inside?
is on? What is on the first ship then?
Oh my
Okay, you
fucking
have
God.
2 on this ship with
Uh-huh.
you. You have 1 on the Heartbreaker, and then you have 1 on the other ship, correct?
But who's on first?
Yeah, that was the
What's on
reference.
second?
Just because insight is wisdom. Okay,
I
I,
don't
have to
know.
remember.
Third base.
No, he is not aware of what you're doing right now.
So I think we could jump to Gaddix and Ajax in. They have a little more time.
It worked.
This is the part where he needs to start, where it starts getting so complicated to explain things, even though it's very simple that he needs to go and pick up pen and paper to draw it out.
And we're interjecting with things like, are they customized at all? Do they have, what are their specific tasks? Do they have
And I'm
producer...
trying to get him drunk. Because why not?
The great thing
No,
is...
he's not even going to be touching booze right now.
The great thing is, Usana can do this because Vitalkans have the perfect poker face.
Yeah, that's the only reason this is going so well. So, Cadix and Nadrax, you have discovered quite accidentally how to open the secret hatch.
Bullshit, I'm a genius.
So,
All right, buddy, you got this from here. As Madrax moves slowly away.
and the funny thing is, neither of you can
This
see
Gaddix
each other here.
argues with God.
Yep, neither of you can see
Yes.
each other here
Why not?
because you're both invisible.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, but I have dark vision. No.
All right. So we have this strange door here. And you probably know more
it's okay.
about all of this Tinker thing than I do. So it's probably best you take a look inside. I'll keep a lookout, okay? If I see someone, and you have to get the hell out of here, I'll give a heavy knock at a wall. Like here, or further down where the bed is. Sounds good?
All right.
Alex gets in there, just goes.
And
"Is that
no, he waits
Steam Master
for
5000.
he waits for Nadrax to turn around. That's a horrible attitude. I guess somebody never wants to be famous.
Oh, wait. Nadrax,
Yes.
did you open the door to exit?
It was still open, I think. You mentioned it was slightly cracked open.
It was, but Gaddix last session said he closed the door behind him.
There's no other way to get out, is there?
There is. You could go out the the secret doors.
Wait, you can go through there as well?
Yeah,
Down
remember it was the closet door that you found into. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that is the.
I thought the door was here on the side.
It was, but it's a closet here. Let me. Can I mark it on the sheet? Do you see the S on the map?
I don't.
Ah, here we go. Let me. How about now?
Still don't see anything. Maybe if I around. Nope.
Does anybody else see the S's on the map here?
The S's on the map?
Yeah, like over here where Nadrax is.
Nope.
Well, we're not going to see any of it there because we don't have
Yeah.
line of sight.
Oh yeah, you're not there yet. So you don't see
I
this
can't see.
S,
I can't see anything.
Nadrax?
Where is it supposed to be?
Right next to you now.
No, I can't see anything at all.
That's moderately annoying. I don't know why. Now I can't move it back into position. Fuck.
I think I could see it if you just painted a thing over there.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna repaint. Bring in. Go. Thank you.
I guess I'll reload just in case.
There we go. I'm marking the doors. I remember last time. I remember there was a slight problem. There we go. Do you see the obnoxious
Yes.
blue boxes?
I see the blue box.
Yeah, that was into the closet that links back into the bedrooms. There's
Okay.
a secret door that also goes in the hall.
Okay, that makes everything much easier. Because I was actually going to visit this closet. There is this Jalaxel puppet there, is it?
It's a mannequin with an eye patch.
Yes.
Not a puppet,
okay.
just a mannequin.
It's a Jalaxel mannequin.
Yeah, JB never caught.
Yeah. But basically, I was going to lean the thing against the wall, so to make it look like it fell over against the wall. So
Okay.
it could have emulated a bumping sound.
Okay.
And then I will actually move out. If I don't hear anything approaching yet.
You do not.
All right.
So, Gaddix. Let me get over to the correct. Yeah, Nadrax is not down here.
But yeah, then basically I would keep standing here, listening to the stairways, and just in case someone comes, knock really loud at the wall.
All right, here. Let me make a token that everybody can kind of see that I can move. Because yeah, I don't think any of y'all can actually see things other than Gaddix. That would
I
be very
must see
boring.
darkness.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna get followed by a stalactite. Right. And then make it vision. Gaddix can see. Why can't Gaddix see 50 feet? Oh fucking hell! Sorry. Gaddix is currently being attacked by a cat. He's a cat right in front of his face. All right, so now can you all see based off of what the stalactite is doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
It looks like
Then
he's
I will
on a little rocket ship.
Oh, let's move.
Good.
him
Nice stabilizing
forward.
fins.
Go. How do I move? There we go. Fucking. Yeah. All right. There we go. Gaddix. Remove the cat so that you can
I've moved
You-
the cat.
have gone down a ladder.
Yes.
There is another ladder that you can go. Wait, or am I on the right side? Fuck. I need to make sure I put you on the right side of the map.
Kiara, the number pad is not a toy.
We're having a cat disaster if you can't tell. Yeah, you slowly go down a ladder. It actually goes down far more than you thought. Oh, you're actually over here. It goes down. It went down far more than you thought it would, and you end up in. It's a very weird place because it has a lot of mechanical kind of, almost a thrumming sound. But beyond that, I mean, it seems relatively stable. It looks very fancy. What are you gonna do?
All right, refresh my memory. What is this?
Oh, that's just the party.
Just our viewpoint
Everybody can
because
see.
we're not on the screen.
Oh, okay. So ladder.
Okay, so no, where the yeah, this is the room with the ladder.
Yeah, can I go
There,
here?
and there is a door in front of you.
What do I need to go here?
All right, so that is the hallway.
Probably open the door.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
need to
okay.
open the door.
I open the door.
All right, so you see into the hall. You see over here what seems to be another another hatch that leads down.
Okay.
To your right, you see a door. On the plaque on the door. Wow, I'm hearing myself. On the plaque, in front on the door, it reads "Engine Room" in both Common and Gnomish. To your left, you see all the way down a hall. It looks to be some sort of open observatory area, and you can actually vaguely see that there seems to be a window of some kind out there. Oh, hold on, stop there. Stop there. Before you get much farther, there's doors to your left and your right. And the door to your left is actually opened. The door to your right is locked. And the two doors that are also in front of you on either side of the hall are also shut. Are you looking into? Yes, good idea. Are you looking into the open door?
Is Gaddix
Yes.
actually wearing heavy armor at the moment? Did he come to the dinner party with heavy armor?
I mean, the rest of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing my stuff.
We're just told to come as we are.
Oh,
Yeah. So I am wearing heavy armor.
Armor?
Aren't you
What's
still
armor?
invisible as well?
Yeah, he's still invisible.
So you get the 21. Is that?
Yep.
It's just a straight roll.
yeah.
But are you going to be examining the open door?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that was my next. Yeah.
Okay, so that's to your left. All right, the party in here. Not that there's any actual images. So inside of here, you can see that there's another door down below. However, in this room, you actually see in this little area, I'm actually going to move the party. So over here, you see a black metal shrine of some kind. You're not exactly sure what goddesses it is, but you have a bit of an idea. The upper body is of a beautiful female drow, and the lower half is the body of a spider. It's
Yeah,
covered in
figured
a
it
bunch
out.
of tiny little spider statuettes. And pretty much next to it, there is a hammock, a net hammock, and a steel footlocker. Right in front of you, there is also a door to what seems to be a closet.
I'm gonna check the closet.
Okay. Inside the closet is a it looks to be some sort of a very interesting suit. Roll me a Tinker Tools to figure out what it is.
Tinker tools for a suit. All right.
Well, you have to. It's a technical thing. You have to figure out what it does. Because it's a metal thing and contraption, and clearly it fucking does something.
I
You have
don't
no
know.
idea. It almost looks like it has like a fishbowl on top of it. It has a bunch of seals. It's a very complicated piece of equipment.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, I know what you know what it is, but Gaddix does not know what it is.
Why would you build this when you could just get a fucking potion?
What about the footlocker?
Inside the footlocker, there is a pouch holding 50 gold, and there is a potion inside of a crystal flask shaped like a spider.
Okay, I don't need the gold, but I'll take the potion.
You're going to steal some random person's potion.
I mean, he doesn't need it.
How do you know this?
This is why all of the party need adult supervision.
Maybe he just doesn't.
Okay.
No, I won't take it. Because, yeah, this probably is just some guy's bunk.
Going out into the hall, are you going to check any of the closed doors?
I mean, the difference between Nadrax and Gaddix. Nadrax leaves everything as it is. No traces. And the area after that, where Gaddix is, nothing is left. Anything that isn't bolted down is suddenly in his bag of holding.
So the door to the cabin you're looking at there, Gaddix, is locked.
Alright, we'll leave that for now.
Okay, so the other two, which one are you opening?
One on my left.
Okay. So in that case, in that one, you see a small stateroom. It has a net hammock and a steel footlocker. And that's it.
Okay, more quarters. Yeah, we'll keep going. Time is...
Oh, not exploring it?
Oh. It's just more crew
What are you,
quarters.
chicken?
Just
Not
more
got-
crew quarters. I don't want to get caught.
Not
Fine.
got the balls to look it over.
What do you want me to do?
The eyeballs, I mean.
Footlocker.
Fine, I open the footlocker.
Inside is a pouch containing about 65 gold coins, a comb carved from a dragon bone, and a pair of obsidian dice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Picking out the next room, I take it.
That's the one that was locked, or is this one
No.
unlocked?
This one is unlocked as well.
Okay, yeah.
This room contains a net hammock and nothing else.
Cool. All right, let's try to get this door open.
Okay. Let's see, lock. What the fuck is the DC for the lock? That makes it. It doesn't. I can't find what the DC for the lock is, but that fucking makes it. I'm not dumb. Okay. It unlocks,
Hooray.
and you enter into this room. All right. So what you see, when the second you open the door and you start stepping in, the scent of lavender permeates the cabin. You see, along that kind of tilted wall, there is a hammock suspended. And there are some other furnishings in this room for a change. It includes a tall harp with a stool, a harpsichord with a matching bench, a freestanding mirror, and a large wooden trunk. There's also the closet that is the door that you're standing directly in front of. Oh, he's looking through his character sheet. That's a bad sign.
No. Alright, so there's a closet.
Mhm.
What's in the closet?
It's locked.
Ah, here we go again. I don't think it's locked anymore.
It's not locked anymore. When you finally get it unlocked, you see that the entire closet hole is a wooden rack containing 60 bottles of fine, rare vintages of wine. And this is the good stuff.
Okay, yeah. Still not really what I'm after.
Yes, and the rest of it, there is definitely in this corner here where I'm moving the party, there is a large wooden chest.
Well, alright. What's in the chest?
It's not locked. Do you open it or do you investigate it before you open it?
Objection, leading a witness.
What?
She might be suggesting there's some kind of trickery involved. You know, like a trap or an alarm.
Yeah, but he doesn't know shit.
All right. You don't see
He's got a
anything.
+4 intelligence. He might know something.
I mean, honestly, the foot lockers got open pretty easily. You wouldn't suspect anything.
Oh, wow.
That's a spite you, DM. I'm just gonna be a fucking idiot.
No,
That's what...
you lift the lid open.
It's those two goblins. They're really lost.
Oh, no, that would be fucking awkward. I want to make sure if there's anything you see when you open it. Doesn't say anything that's actually in the oh, that's great. Well, you open it. Although there's a slight problem when you open the lid. The front and side panels of the wooden trunk slide open. And let me pull this out of the GM layer.
Oh dear.
You see the out of those panels swarms a bunch of tiny mechanical spiders. And Gaddix, give me an initiative.
Great.
I mean, they're spiders. How dexterous they can be. Metal ones, even.
Where did I? Creatures and monsters. Where's the spider? I actually didn't expect him to go and open all the things.
Did you not? Really?
I was gonna say, I call bullshit.
Where's the T?
I mean, what else am I supposed to be doing down here?
Where is it?
Kind of meant you're meant to be finding out the purpose of this craft.
Yeah.
I believe
I'm
was the
looking for
stated goal,
clues.
and how much you want to tell the dragon.
I'm looking for clues.
Oh wait, no, I put it in the fucking other area.
I
Like
think you got plenty of
Expulsion
clues when you
Council.
found the statue of Lolf.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm already down here.
There's a few clues to put together here to make a full case.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not gonna be dexterous at all. Nope, not at
Nope.
all.
hold on. I'm clearing the list because on mine I'm seeing a bunch of fake ones. So can you roll again, and then we'll just put your correct ones into place.
Well, it's only the two of us. We don't really need.
Yeah.
You know the
But I
spiders are
still-
going first.
Yeah, there's only two,
What
so
were you?
I don't know why it's necessary.
Because it makes me happy.
To keep track of things.
Yeah, it's easier for me to not fuck it up. And also, let's make it so this doesn't roll to GM.
There.
It's weird how
All
that's
right,
caught
so
on.
top of
really.
the round. Yeah, the mechanical spiders swarm out. And they start biting you.
But they don't do shit.
Apparently not.
Because they don't have advantage, right?
No.
Can they see him?
No. Well, no,
If they
because
don't
there's not a
have-
web there.
Yeah, if they don't have blind sight, they might not even attack.
No, they do have blind sight. Never
Okay.
mind. They do have blind sight.
All right.
So Gaddix.
Well, good luck, buddy. Step out here. Let's let this unfold.
We hear Tom and Jerry screaming from in there.
Yep.
Oh, don't.
Okay.
These all seem very expensive.
All right.
Also, no longer invisible now. He forgot that, didn't he? There was a moment of recognition on his face, wasn't there?
Fortunately, he's facing the other direction, so I don't know.
Well, what else was I supposed to do?
Run.
That doesn't hit.
Gaddix. You do not hit. So the 16 hit.
Shield. What's it looking like?
A bunch of mechanical spiders. You've hit it once.
Okay.
You killed a couple of them, don't get me wrong, but
How many more are left? A lot?
a lot.
Okay, yeah. Disengage is an action, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck this. And actually, I'm gonna use my bonus.
Can you actually just
Use
can
my
you just
bonus action to fucking yeah.
close the door when you're outside?
And I'm gone.
Okay. Where are you going?
Yeah, I overshot. This is the way I came up, right?
You came up this way. To your left. And while you're there, hold on and pause up.
Yeah, no.
Because now it's time to switch back over to the other crew. On the eye catcher. Because at this stage of the game, Zord is done with y'all.
I'm just
You
trying
finally-
to verify where all the nimble rights are.
We'll deal with that in a moment. And right when he says that, he had actually shut the door again. And there is a very polite knocking on the door. And he turns around, opens the door.
Oh, it sounds like Felrict. Or Felton.
I
don't know, you would
Did-
say
did you
Felton.
Okay, he would say Felton.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, yes, Zord quickly opens the door. There is Felton and then two other humans who you've not seen before. And
No,
Very
Not
Zord
short
just says-
humans.
Not in that lighting,
very
no.
short humans. Very short humans. And Zord says, "Wonderful. Hello there. I wanted to speak with you all. Excuse me, I was waiting for this. I'll be right back." And he goes to step out and goes to start shutting the door.
Yeah, you're not going to introduce us, Phil.
You are very well acquainted with Felton.
I am indeed.
And this right here is Kelton.
And Pelton? Telton?
No,
No,
I think it'd be
this is-
Shelton.
Hmm.
No, it's Lucas, unfortunately.
Oh, Lucas.
That just goes off against the
Lucas.
theme.
Well, yes, but it's still, you can't always expect.
Zord gives you all a look and then firmly shuts the door.
Well, I mean, it would have been a delight if it was true.
I mean, we have bought them as much time as we could have, really. I think it's on them now, which is a problem because of what just happened with Gaddix.
He'll be fine.
That was the ring's invisibility. He doesn't have it himself.
So,
Before we continue on, as soon as the door closes, Bjorn is just going to nonchalantly say, "So, how many times do you think he has these two standing around and listening in on conversations? To get an advantage on trade negotiations?"
Probably every time. At least one of them.
As he also does a wink to everyone around to kind of careful what you're talking about.
Just because you've not been making no progress with the half-orc up in the unimportantly, you're taking a wee shine, didn't you?
I don't have you know that I was very fortunate last night to meet a very charming young dwarven lady.
Young. I'm pretty sure I saw her on the way out in the morning.
Aye.
Unless she aged a fair bit during that one night, I don't think she started young.
Bjorn, one of the Nimblewrights, comes over and offers you more ale.
Ah, you got good manners.
Oh no, he gave him an offer he could not refuse in any fucking time of the day or month.
And not only does it pour you another glass, it even waits for the head of the ale to kind of settle in before fully topping off the glass for you.
You know what? I think we need one of these for the tavern.
Not anytime soon. We definitely do not right now. That might cause a bit of consternation among not just the guards, but the local populace and that wee lad who was traumatized by seeing his mates blown up. Remember that?
Well,
that were today.
Hey, but we do also have a troll skull attached and a serial killer's cloak attached to above our chimney.
Alright, tell you what, if we manage to catch this Nimblewright miscreant, we'll see how much of him we can salvage. Maybe we just need a torso and an arm, I suppose.
Hey, I'm sure Garrick can just put him on a rod or something.
Goes from being an incredibly proficient and amazing construct to a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
All right. So, Nadrax.
Yes.
Coming down the stairs to your south, you do eventually hear Zord and Felton. Coming down the upper stairs to the lower floors are two other humans that you have not seen before. And as far as they are concerned, they are literally just sitting there on the steps, watching the doors.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Zord and Felton come out. Felton stands put. And Zord just says, all right, let me go check with the ladies to see if they've heard anything. I'm sure they have to be down here somewhere. They're not on the rest of the ship as far as I can see.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nadrax, are you going to try to alert Gaddix?
Okay. Can I catch a moment where they aren't looking at this area?
The only issue is Felrect is standing right next to it.
Okay. That's an issue. And the doors up here are closed, last we know.
Right. Both of them, all of them are closed because Gaddix did close the one. You are
Okay.
being stealthy, so you could try to hope that while Felrek and Zord are having the conversation about asking the lady, you could theoretically try to slip in.
So Felrek would go into the room as well, or just have a moment of not looking in there.
Yeah, basically, right now, he and Zord are looking at each other, having a conversation briefly. They're trying to keep it quiet and whispering.
Yeah. Well, if I can slip in undetected, then I would do so. Given
Give
that
me
the way up there is
a
blocked.
give me a stealth.
Oh
With,
boy!
with advantage, he is invisible.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. You are very stealthy. You do successfully slink into the room.
All right.
Oh.
I will then rush over as fast as I can, and by being stealthy. And I assume I can get faster than they are checking up on the ladies.
You actually do hear Zord walking down the hall and opening the door and start speaking to the ladies in the room.
Okay, now about the logistics of this way down there. Is there a way I can... How far down does this go? That I can basically knock at the door or hatch or whatever.
It is deep, and there's actually the secondary hatch down there's open, but yeah, it is a long ladder.
Okay. Is there anything... What is this? Is this a sort of table or...
That's the hatch.
Oh. Is there anything around small and heavy that I could toss down? That would give a good thump, whack, or anything?
I mean, theoretically, you could try throwing, the wax seal thing down there to make a thump. But he might miss that.
Okay. What do I have in the pack? What is in the burglar's pack? Or I could toss a coin down. Force.
Might reach terminal velocity when it hits Gadix.
And then he died.
Nah, I guess I would toss a coin down.
Okay.
In a
So
way that hopefully makes enough sound to be heard.
It's bound to make a lot of sound.
I was about to say, you toss the coin down, metal on metal.
Oh, it's metal.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. And it would... Okay. The hatch is open or closed?
If
Yeah, well,
you
never mind.
put-
It's open. It's open. Back.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. The hatch is metal too, or could it be closed quietly?
It could be closed quietly, but it is made of metal. It's just you'd have to be very cautious.
I'm wondering if I could toss the coin in and then close the metal quietly enough that it dampens the sound for everyone else.
You would have to roll a sleight of hands for it.
I'm gonna risk that.
You know, these wee canapes are delicious, tiny wee things. You'd have a
Like
whole
your
plateful to enjoy them.
Okay. You do. Gadix, as you are trying to flee the wonderfully smelling lavender room, you do hear a coin ping
Oh dear.
down below.
Above.
I mean, well, no, it's in the same floor he's in because he threw it down the hatch. We will go back to you in a moment, Gadix. So Nadrax, you do that. You do successfully shut the hatch. Let me see. Yeah, that would dampen the noise up top. What are you gonna do now?
Head back to the closet. Get in.
Just before you leave, I am clarifying. Did you cover the hatch back up, or is the hatch open? Like, is the rug pulled back from it?
Yeah, pulling the rug back up over
Okay.
it. I hope Gaddix is smart enough to try and hide somewhere on the ship.
He's being chased and eaten by mechanical spiders.
He doesn't know that.
Do you think he'll
Hope
have
all you
a better
want.
time? Do you think he'll have a better time on a ladder?
I'm just saying, right now, he might have other priorities.
Yeah. But yeah, that will be. Yeah. Going back over here. Into the closet. And can I still hear the two? Sword
As a matter of
and
fact,
Felrak?
the conversation, well, Zord had already broken off. He was talking to the ladies. You hear that conversation seems to have broken off. And you hear there's a little bit of shuffling coming around as Zord's telling some individuals to move about. And then you actually hear him entering the stateroom. And he's talking with what sounds to be, and actually you do recognize the voice by now because you did talk to him before, Cribbig.
Okay.
Namely, he's stating, if I had to guess, they're probably somewhere down on this floor. They're not upstairs. If they were in the floats room, I think we would have known by now because our lovely friends up there would have probably caused a bit of a stir. I don't see where else they'd be hiding. We're going to have to tear these rooms apart looking for them. I don't know how they've managed to hide so well, but I will give them props for that.
Okay, but it doesn't seem. I don't hear any noises in front of. This door?
Correct. You do not hear any sounds in front of the door. You don't hear a conversation, at least.
Okay. Do I do the dumb thing or the risky thing? That's the question.
It's on you.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll do the risky thing and try to sneak out of the door.
All right. So are you trying to stealthily open that door?
Yes, assuming.
All right.
Take a peek outside.
Give me a sleight of hand to check the door before you pop out. And then let's
That's
see
a
about
21. Actually, because I don't get advantage on that.
just to make sure that I'm not crazy. Let's see how he's going to do. Nope.
Okay.
Felrecht is looking at the other hidden door. You were standing in front of Felrecht. Or correction, you do successfully snake the door open, and you see Felrecht standing literally in front of the door.
Okay, so I can't open it or slip out without bumping against him.
It'd be hard. You have an inkling that you're invisible, but it's mostly a thing of can you be perfectly silent as you slip out, and can you slip out well enough that he's not going to notice the door swing wide open. That's going to be a hard one. Because right now he's literally just looking between the two doors.
Okay.
It's going to be almost impossible to sneak a whole Dragonborn out of there without him noticing the doors opened.
Yeah.
However, when you do open, I will move you out temporarily just so that you can see. Oh, wow. Wow, the whole thing reloaded, so now I can actually see all the tokens properly. You do see the fellow has moved to the stairs up here.
Okay.
And since you do know that Kribbig and Zord are in the main room, that would indicate that the stairwell to the north is possibly able to be escaped via.
But that would also mean I would have to get through the door back into the room where they currently are.
Correct. And you can hear them discussing things inside. And Zord is rifling through his desk.
Okay. And I can currently... there's no way to get outside.
Yeah, not that way, pretty much.
So basically I have to wait in this room for the moment to be not detected.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to swap back. Gaddix!
In that case, I would like to make one more preparation to basically climb up on the wall and... I don't know how to describe it, but with this one arm and one leg on one wall and
Yeah.
on the other...
You've got to snake yourself up in the corner.
Yeah. To be stuck in the ceiling, yeah.
Nah, do it
Alright.
Splinter Cell style. Just do the splits.
Yeah, the split. So if anyone
Gaddix.
comes looking in, they can actually go into the closet
Yeah.
without.
As you are currently trying to flee from the spiders,
Can we say he closed the door? He might have been smart enough to close the door.
yeah. As you flee
I
the
don't know if
spiders
that'd
and you
stop
shut the door. Actually, I'm not even sure if that would, because they are tiny, tiny creatures. I'm wondering if they'd be able to get under the cracks in the door.
It's a submarine. I imagine the door's sealed pretty well.
Quite possibly. I am currently loading in loading hell. Let me refresh this page.
I mean,
Gaddix, there we go. Yeah, I'm back now. So Gaddix, as you were swinging the shut, you hear a very loud ping sound from the ladder.
Oh dear.
This adds another bit of a problem because as you hear that ping, you hear some sounds from the room up north. You don't see anything, but you do hear two individuals that seems to be talking in a language you don't understand. And then you hear the sound of somebody else starting to climb a ladder from that direction. You are no longer invisible.
Well, yeah. So we keep running.
Not there.
Yeah, we keep running.
Okay, where are you going?
Back up to where Nadrax is.
Okay.
That would be here, right?
Yes. You do see, when you open that door, a copper coin on the ground.
I look up.
What a fucking cheapskate with his warning. Not even a gold.
The latch is shut.
The latch is shut. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, I'm going up.
Okay. As you go up, you do hear the sound of somebody walking down the hall after you.
Nadrax is trying to Splinter Cell his way out. Gaddix pokes his head up like whack-a-mole.
So you head up. You reach the ladder.
I guess I open the hatch slowly.
Well, you have to, it's locked.
I get my lockpick out!
Well, is it locked or is it sealed?
You know how it opens.
Yeah, you know how it opens. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
lock
okay.
it.
So I'm gonna knock. I'm gonna knock.
You knock 3 times. Okay, we're gonna swap back over here. Nadrax,
Yes.
you hear 3 knocking sounds, as Zord and Kribbig shut the fuck up.
Shave and a haircut.
No, 3 knockings. That doesn't work.
So, there is perfect silence now in that room. Gaddix, are you opening the hatch?
Yes?
You see, as you open the hatch and poke your head out, the wonderful face of Zarzad Zord looking amused as fuck, as a human hand settles in on your shoulder from behind you. Let me pull you back onto this lovely, lovely area.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Am I supposed to be here? Okay, yeah.
There you are.
No, you're not. That's part of the problem.
And
A
Zord just,
wrong turn.
hello there, Gaddix. So good of you to join us again.
I should have taken a left at
Yes,
Albuquerque.
it was a lovely dinner. I just wanted to go for a walk.
That's a bit of a walk.
Yeah.
here, Gaddix.
Yeah, I got a little lost.
I don't buy that for a moment. Please come here. Where's Nadrax?
I don't know. He must have closed the hatch. I don't know where he went.
Wow! Don't even say you closed it yourself.
So, and by the way, at the same time, you actually do hear somebody again call up in a language that you don't understand, Gaddix. Kribbig shouts down a response and then shuts the hatch and recovers it. Zord just kind of gives a little bit of a sigh and says, all right then. Where do you think Nadrax has gone? Can you call him to come out? I could tear apart this entire lower level looking for him, but frankly, I think it's a bit silly at this stage of the game.
What?
Don't
He
you
didn't
agree?
go back to. I thought he went back to dinner.
No, he did not go back to dinner.
I figured he got. Hmm. Hmm.
Nadrax, come out.
I don't think he's here.
Very funny.
I don't see him.
Friend.
I don't have a Nadrax signal. What do you want me to do?
Call him out?
Nadrax, if you can hear me, knock twice. This is a seance. I don't know.
Fucking hell.
I don't think Nadrax would actually do that. Not while he had
And
the
yeah,
certain page on his
And
person.
I look at him. I look at him. In all seriousness, do you really think Nadrax would call out if it came out if I called him?
I don't know. I think hiding at this point is rather academic, don't you think? I assumed he would be intelligent enough to figure out that the jig is up.
Yeah. Which leads me back to what I said before. I don't think he's here.
All right, let's go. He goes, opens the door to the room, steps out, and gestures for you to head upstairs with him.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Fucking head down, dragging his feet.
No, he's fine.
Zord does poke his head back in and just says, keep an eye on the hatch. I assume he's probably hiding down there somewhere, I suppose. If you do find him, please bring him back up to me. And Kribbig just says, yes, sir.
No, he didn't go down there.
But right now, I'm
What
not sure I can
the
actually
fuck?
believe you. And Zord shuts the door behind him and gestures for you to go upstairs.
Okay.
Alex is not a rogue, remember.
I'm very common sense.
Yeah.
Zord escorts you all the way back to the room.
And there's no movement around.
You hear nothing.
Alright. So can I sneak a glance into the room where Krabik is watching the hatch supposedly now?
Yes.
And he's turned away from me.
He's not turned away from you, but he is in the alcove staring down at the floor. And you are invisible. The
So-
door is not in his line of sight.
So I can walk supposedly out here?
Correct.
Yes.
You would,
then-
the only thing you'd have to do is check when you go to open the door to make sure that nobody's standing outside.
yeah, I would do that.
Okay. So, do you open the door?
This is immediately after Gadex leaves with a sword, supposedly.
Correct.
And there's no further noise behind them?
Correct.
Yes, I will indeed try to check it then.
All right. When you crack open the door, something very unfortunate happens, Nadrax.
God damn it.
The door proceeds to say, it doesn't necessarily shout, but everybody on this level of the ship hears this. It just says, "By Lolth's teeth, have you no manners?"
The
And
door.
Nadrax, the fellow who is by the stairs, steps over almost immediately, holds out his hand, and you are rimmed in fairy fire.
God damn it! Who does this to his door?
I mean,
Do you say
it's
that out loud?
I mean, it's kind of
Yes!
academic, but he could always dodge the fairy fire.
Wait. Yeah, right.
And you?
Yeah, it's about.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
a deck save,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
give it a whirl.
Probably not.
Yeah, let me see. Particularly not to mention you're gonna have to do it twice because Kribbig is doing it too.
No.
Ah, my good old friend Krebby G.
Yes. Yeah, because that's just the regular one that the regular one definitely.
So that's the first time it did that, the door?
Yep, well, because it was already open. That's the first time you opened it.
Oh, first time someone other than
Zord.
Zord opens it. And this is on
And
both doors, supposedly?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you see the human standing in front of you, and you see the individual who he looks like a human, but you can do
Now
it.
I will point out they can only see your silhouette.
Yeah.
They can't see you as such, so they still can't say that it's you.
But it's a pretty
Yeah, at this
distinctive
point-
silhouette.
At
Yeah.
this,
Dragonborn.
at this point, I don't think there's much hiding it.
I'm just saying, if you want to be really brash about it.
It's time to put on an accent and pretend you don't speak common.
It is time for violence.
Oh, looks like I've got into the wrong place.
Is it the
Yeah,
law?
no.
Big looks at you and
In
says,
this
"Hello, Nadrax."
Seriously, who puts this kind of thing on the door?
We do.
It's stupid.
It worked, did it not?
I don't. Was it actually intended for that?
Yes.
God damn it. Another thing I have to remember.
Let's
Well,
go upstairs.
Well,
Fine.
at the very least, you weren't fooled by banana peels on the ceiling, on the roof.
But very close.
Yeah, it's the.
The trap wasn't the noise, it was you standing there questioning it.
Yeah.
And yep,
And
pretty
I
quickly.
assume the way down there would have been blocked the entire time anyway.
Yeah, Fel Rector's just standing right there.
Yeah, so there was
Up.
actually no way to get out.
You are being escorted. You do not have freedom of movement here.
By the way, I just wanted to mention, it was probably for the best that I did do an action to distract, because I was going to just ask if there were any dwarven liquor on the table. And then I would have an accidental spill on the table and then knock over a candle.
Also, you say I don't have any freedom of movement, but I kind of doubt the drow could actually move me if I didn't want it to.
I mean,
They could, just
Theoretically-
sharply.
also they have levitate. You would have to probably fight that save if you really wanted to.
How tall is the is the room, the floor, actually?
Not that tall, but I mean, if your feet can't touch the floor.
I mean, is it taller than Nadrix would be with outstretched arm to the top? So he could push himself
Yeah.
to the
So you're
ground?
just gonna be a toddler? Like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
stretch really big. I don't want a bath.
No, but I mean, he could apply pressure with one hand to the top, so his feet would be still on the ground.
Very unlikely, but I assume you're not going to resist.
No.
Okay. Meanwhile, for the rest of you all, the door opens and you have Zord and Gaddix walking in. Zord is grinning like the Cheshire Cat.
You managed to pull him out of the bog.
You fucking fall in again.
Yeah.
You fell in?
In a
No,
manner of speaking.
he might have fell into it, but that is not the it he fell into. Take a
Look,
seat.
you
Gaddix.
gotta admit, it kind of looks like a toilet.
No, I assure you. If you think that looks like a toilet, I'm wondering what toilets you've been using. Please sit down, Gaddix.
He is a gnome. Let's be fair on that, though.
Oh no! It would have been much too big for me. That's why I fell in.
I just mean the stuff they make. It don't often look like its purpose, or its many purposes.
I've not been. I'll be honest. I've not been afraid a lot of times, but the first time I had to use Scarrick's bathroom, now there was a fear.
I
we
get
just
it.
simply
You don't
have
like
to-
the coffee dispenser.
To be
No,
fair,
the coffee dispenser is fine. It was still levers. I was afraid of what lever would do when I was still sitting on the bog.
to be fair, Bjorn, at least you could use it. It was fucking terrifying when I had this. When I had my plumbing redone in the house and I had to look down at that thing. I had to get down on my knees.
Now we simply have to locate where Nadrax ran off to. But it's all right. I have 3 very capable individuals working on it.
He
Does
looks at- he
anybody
looks at-
want to volunteer why I found Gaddix in my room?
Well, I was just going to ask you about it, in fact, but they decided to do a little first-hand snooping. We were quizzed about that submarine or submersible thing beneath the ship. I was just going to ask what's going on with it.
The submarine. It's under my ship.
Aye. Nah, it's
And
because of
Gaddix
that.
is-
It's because of that wee dragon that was running about the harbour. I was just curious, and I was wondering what you'd want to have known about it.
Oh, that thing. That explains a lot.
Because if we just tell him, he'll stop looking at it, I suppose.
Oh, yes. What is it that he wanted to know? He was interested in all sorts of things about it. I mean, I suppose we could just say that it's horribly boring. Gaddix, did you see anything interesting down there that you could tell him?
Spiders. The spiders all over me.
No, just crew quarters from what it looked like.
Crew quarters. Did you see anybody?
Nope, hammocks were empty.
Ah, so you went in their rooms.
Glanced in. There were a couple open.
I think you should invoke your right to a lawyer.
How many of the crew quarters did you go into?
You can see him off-mindedly just thinking, was it 2? I didn't go in. I just looked.
Hmm.
I figure you
Right.
have to own up to going into one of them.
Yeah, you might have to.
Why are there crushed metal spiders in my room?
Why are my security spiders triggered?
That must have been Nadrax.
Why did I think security spiders were a good idea? These are horrible.
That's a better question. Yeah.
And then
I know we have
You
a
all
theme,
hear-
but this is just terrible. They're so small.
you hear a polite series of knocks, and Zor just says, ah,
Ah, Felton again.
open. And instead, you do see Felric, but he's behind Kribig, and the other individual, and there's Nadrax.
Still glowing, I imagine.
Yeah, did you drop the invisibility, or are you fairy fired still?
He can't.
Yeah, I can't drop it.
Lou has it.
And I didn't attack anyone, so...
It's Lou's concentration.
I'm going to assume that at this stage, Lou is just going to drop it.
Alternatively, I can...
I mean,
I can't guarantee that.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, he probably wouldn't unless somebody asked him.
After all, he is not Lou. He is the
Yeah.
cousin of Beniago.
Wonderful. Hello, Nadrax. So good of you to join us.
I hate your door.
Ah, you opened the door.
Yes,
There's a reason I have that set up.
And it apparently worked.
Yes,
if
it
wasn't
did.
for the door, I would have probably gotten away.
No, you wouldn't have. You see, if it absolutely had come down to necessary, we'd have absolutely scoured the whole ship. We would have found you soon enough. That or your invisibility would have read up. Are you going to drop that, or are you just going to continue glowing?
Look at me, these duck eggs are Moorish.
I can't stop the glowing.
Just reaching across the whole table to refill the plate.
Let me rephrase that. The glowing will stop once you drop the invisibility. Can you do that?
Do I look like I can?
I'll give the
I
nod
don't.
to Lou. And then point
And-
at it, and
Actually-
then give the eye again
actually
and
one
fucking do it.
I'll attempt to... No, I don't. No, I don't want to slap sword.
No, it's just Harden will give Lou 4 distinct growing intensity signals until finally.
Yeah.
Just fucking drop it, alright?
You see Kribbig is staring at you, Harton, and then to Lou, and then just face palms. And yeah, it's gonna drop.
Well, I gave
There
him
we
subtle
go.
signs, but I fucking gotta say it at last.
And Zor just kind of turns over. Oh, so Lou was involved in this one.
I didn't say Lou out loud.
Oh no, I know you didn't. He did.
Well,
Okay, so what the fuck was this meeting even supposed to accomplish? If you already know everything anyway.
I mean, a few mornings of
Have a
just
seat.
porridge.
Grab a seat. Lou, go out there, have a conversation with Kribbig. Kribbig, send Felric in.
After the 10 minutes of who is this Lou?
Actually, let's...
Yeah,
we
we're
just-
just gonna say he goes with it.
Why must we always attach labels to things and names and titles?
And then Felric does come in.
While I was still invisible and faintly glowing, not quite visible, could I have kind of moved around closer to one of us?
Well,
Maybe?
no, you're very visible when you're fairy fired. You get advantage on
Okay.
hitting someone with that.
Okay, so a sleight of hand would probably not be able to be covered up with fairy fire.
Probably not. What were you trying to do?
To stealthily sneak the letter I have into someone else's pocket, one of ours.
Yeah, chances are that probably wouldn't go as.
Alright.
You could try it, but you'd be at disadvantage because you're.
All right,
following.
then I'll do it when not fairy fired.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, Kribbig dropped the fairy fire,
Yeah,
and now, yeah, Zord does tell you, Nadrax, sit down.
yeah. I will not sit down, but I will go to near Usana or Harton, to the tall people where I'm more comfortable, and just stand there for a moment with crossed arms.
Just don't be awkward. Sit
sit.
down. This is lovely, by the way. These wee canapes.
All right.
Look,
And he sits down
Have
next
a wee
to Harton.
snack.
Horrocks having another drink because he feels like he needs it.
And Zord does also tell Felric to go grab a seat, and he does. And he's sighing deeply.
I know we've got a few topics to go through first, but remind me to ask you where you got this cheese from.
Oh, certainly. I'll make sure to hook you up with all of my lovely vendors.
Oh, I just need to ask.
Um,
So, all right.
All right then. So, why did everybody think it was a grand idea to go gallivanting through my room?
I've no fucking clue. Like I said, I was just going to ask you.
Speaking of, that does remind me, Uzana, where have you been?
Being a friend.
Oh, what friend?
The dragon in the lake, in the harbor.
Yeah, sounds about right. I did hear that you also were temporarily following 3 of my people.
Well, I saw 3 people moving, and, you know, it's 3 people moving together on a dark night. So, I got curious.
Fair enough. All right.
But when I recognized who they were and saw they were going off, I decided to let them have their own business. I shouldn't interrupt their time.
You're correct, because I think our friend wouldn't have been very pleased if you did that. Anything from anybody?
What?
I was just asking for. Is anybody going to say anything, or is Zord just sitting there staring at you all?
Well, what was it? Was there a question?
Oh, he just said, "I'm rather glad you did that because I don't think our friend would have appreciated that."
Fair enough.
No, generally people don't like to be followed.
Mhm.
I know at least
let's
one.
see.
I know at least one lad recently who was very touchy about it.
I mean, if they were trying to lead you, then they would, but, just generally following people is kind of rude.
Shouldn't go chasing things off by yourself, though. The complete hypocrite says.
All right. As for what you can tell your little dragon friend, I suppose, what is it that he wants to know about it?
I believe he was curious on the purpose of it.
Transportation.
There we go.
Well, it's more like he's curious about everything, I would assume.
That too.
Well, you can tell him that it's a transportation piece. Nothing. Gaddix, did you see anything particularly peculiar in it to inform your friend?
He just shakes his head.
There you go. It's just more or less a collection of rooms, mostly for people to spend the night in.
It's like a little minigame thing where Gaddick's shaking his head, you see the knife drawing closer and then pulling away underneath the table. Do you see anything interesting there? No, I did not, sir. Very good.
And while the focus is not on me for a moment, I would try to sneak hearten the letter under the table.
I'm a little bit interested in the shape of it. It's meant to be like a mat thing. So do the sides actually flap or are they just rigid?
No, it's simply a mechanical. I'm not sure exactly how it works. It's not actually mine.
No, I was just wondering about the, just does it move that way or does it just skim?
It's static under the water.
Alright.
I believe you are all probably aware of who actually owns that piece.
Not in particular.
He's mostly looking between Uzana and Hart.
Oh, right. Bit of a loner then.
Oh no, it's not mine at all. Our friend currently has it docked under, and he's mostly using my ship as a go-between.
Right. Your friend, aye. Definitely a friend.
All right. Let's start this all over again.
Oh, hang on, is Najark's
Captain's-
going to manage his sleight of hand?
Does he roll for it?
I will. Second. Just regular, given that I try to make it when people are distracted and under the table.
You also have to remember, Felric is sitting by you for a reason.
And Lou's not here to screw around with him.
Yeah, that's why I was specifically asking when Farrick is not actually looking at me. and the attention is elsewhere.
But yeah, he's keeping an eye out in general. So it's still going to be a regular sign in there.
Now I'll wait for a better opportunity then. When I'm not actually directly looked at.
Zord just kind of gives a little bit of a shrug and says, "Right then, we will try this again. I'm Captain Zarzad Zord of the Sea Maidens Fair. This lovely operation, as I did mention before, is mostly a diplomatic mission to increase favor in Waterdeep for the city of Luskan. Mostly bankrolled by High Captain Beniago Perth himself, my nephew, and partially bankrolled by a separate citizen in Luskan proper, which owns a tavern named the One-Eyed Jacks. Which, of course, would explain why Felrect here is stationed on my ship. Yes, I am perfectly aware. It's also why Lou could not enter the ship earlier and why he has to be on disguise when he does so.
I was hoping it was that answer. Anything else would have been a bit shady.
Yes. Mostly the issue is, if you haven't noticed, Felrect is currently disguised as a human even though he doesn't have his mask. Any drow that steps up on aboard this ship is disguised automatically. And it would be a bit jarring if Lou stepped on dock and suddenly turned into a human.
Alright. Quite a nice wee enchantment that there, I suppose.
Very expensive, so I'm told.
Does it last after a walk off, or is it just on off like a switch?
On off like a switch.
That's not actually that good then. Oh. I mean, I
It's very
suppose
useful
for a
for
long
what it
voyage
is.
and all. Yeah, for a long voyage and all, I suppose it's handy enough.
And to be fair, the only individuals it actually covers are the sailors, which, of course, are directly from Beniago. We have arrangements. I hope that you all will keep your discretion, because our carnies actually are not aware of the scenario. As far as I know, all of our...
They were quite mystified by a few things.
No doubt they're not idiots. But the full extent, of course, they're not sure about. So please do try to keep this on the down low if you wouldn't mind.
I can see why Lou's out of her room.
Actually, he's out of the room for a different reason.
Aye, no worries there.
I mean, had you been open, we would have been discreet from the start.
True, but to be perfectly fair, I don't usually think that it's wise to trust people with information like that right from the get-go.
Certainly.
And considering some lovely individuals tried to go through my private room.
You just didn't fucking take anything, did you?
No.
Did you go looking through anything you shouldn't have? And by the way, I will stress that I will know.
You better left everything untouched, Gax.
I mean,
I just looked for anything interesting, saw the door, and alerted Gadex.
Come on, open your mouth. Let me look. Open your mouth.
Gotta go to the
I
toilet
mean-
sometimes. We can wait all night.
he alerted me. There were spiders. We ran. You know.
There were spiders?
Yeah, little mechanical assholes. They were trying to bite me.
We drive a real thing for that.
You see Zord pinch the bridge of his nose. Gaddix.
Zord.
Where are these mechanical spiders?
They chased me down the hallway.
And this is why sometimes they're able to bluff, but Gaddix is his kid.
Any ones that were destroyed in self-defense.
Friend's not going to be very happy with you. Those were probably expensive.
Well, then why did they attack me?
Probably because you opened something you shouldn't have, if I had to guess.
Because they are expensive. That's why they attacked you.
They hate the poor.
So you went through... All right, I will entirely level with you. Neither of those are my room. So you've successfully gone through both of Jarlaxle's bedrooms.
Oh.
Yes, he has the one downstairs in case he has to make a quick escape, and then he has the one on board the ship. I share with the
Oh.
ladies.
Alright, okay.
And you just see
Okay.
Gaddix kind of counting on his fingers, like, why does he need two? Like, you know.
No, I get that. I thought you were talking about two on the vessel itself. Well, you know, the submersible.
No, he has the one down in the submersible. He has the one on board the ship
He's
as
got
well.
one down there and one on the ship, alright.
Correct.
As Harton's just trying to do the same thing Ozana did for a laugh.
And I share with the ladies, which is a very pleasant place to be, by the way.
I've got some knowledge of it, aye.
Please tell me, Gaddix, Nadrax, did you go through anything else?
He shakes his head again.
Nadrax?
This one I'm not really fully
mean-
accounted of. I know Gattix, he's honest there, he didn't go touch more.
I mean, I glanced through the shipping papers, but didn't really interest me. Might have disordered them a bit, but otherwise.
Right then. Please don't go through any of our stuff again.
Yeah, you just weren't meant to. All he's wanted to do was check out the submersible.
And now you have.
Yeah. Generally, I
quite
was
lovely.
just checking the table for anything interesting, hidden compartments, anything that could give a key, because the door was locked. I couldn't really figure out how to open it.
A shock, almost if you expect intruders.
Correct. I'm actually quite impressed. Did you use a magical spell to open it?
Mm-mm.
Just tapped it.
Gaddix is just very smart.
Yes, pure dumb luck.
There's a certain amount of skill to figuring things out.
Right.
You got jammy, didn't you?
Let's just forget all of this has transpired and let's try to have a pleasant evening.
I'm doing fine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sure you are, friend.
I imagine one of the robots are just filling up another cup for him.
Yep.
I'm having a grand time.
Bjorn keeps having empty cups in his hands so he'll never walk away.
Let's do another round for everybody then.
Fucking hell. I can see it floating behind your eyes.
He's a dwarf. That's what he's supposed to do.
No, I have met many a dwarf. This is an exceptional case here. I think this is just what we call alcoholism.
Oh, friend, you have not met every single dwarf. I've known my fair share.
No, but I've
And
known
they
a
can
few.
all drink everybody under the table.
They do to have a good time. He just does it because, I don't know, there's a void there. As in, there's something not filled with alcohol.
Aye, my belly.
Belly, heart, lungs, brain, it all just gets filled.
No, I need my heart and my lungs to function in order to get the alcohol processed to the rest of my body.
But it is a lovely spread you've got going on here. Very nice.
No, I do appreciate that you can appreciate it.
I'm looking at long days of saying no to Horrocks cooking for a while, though. I'm going to have to work this off. Let's have a wee bit more of that one. You've got to try it.
So, yes.
Usually it's lovely.
Unsurprisingly, Zord goes back to being a gracious host and is actually trying to enjoy the time. Thorek stays with you. Eventually, Lou does come back, but it takes him a fair amount of time. And before long, eventually, things do wind down, and you all are led back to your single boat and ushered off of the ship.
Some ushered a little more harshly than others.
Yeah, Harden is just carrying Bjorn like a child, with his head over his shoulder, with beard slung over. Patting his back to burp him.
Everybody on the ship is being perfectly polite to you. It doesn't seem like there's any bad blood relating to the whole sneaking through his ship and going through all the private things of everybody.
Well, they don't know they went through all the private things.
Let's be realistic. I think it was pretty clear Zord knew that he went through all of the private things.
Fucking
Spiders.
sticky fingers. To be fair, he wasn't able to see what was in that box because the spiders started biting him.
It worked.
Yeah. And also, we weren't actually really stealing anything.
I mean, you have something in your boot right now.
People still don't appreciate you touching their private property when they're not giving you permission to do so.
Yeah.
It's still a crime.
The letter wasn't sent, so it is probably not going to be used anyway.
So, on the way back, as you all are paddling back through the harbor,
As Harden rose and just looks at them and just goes, "You dipsticks."
a very excitable dragon head pops out of the water. Hiya!
Heya!
Hell.
Did you find it?
They've gotten a lot of trouble, potentially.
Oh.
It's alright, everyone's fine.
Oh, okay. Did you get inside it?
Gaddix?
Yeah.
Is it as cool as I thought it would be?
This nerd dragging this gnome who's just pissed he got caught.
Do I want to ruin his enthusiasm?
No, you fucking don't.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it like?
Oh fuck. Okay.
Were you
Can't
paying
say it's
attention to
a
the
bunch of
DM, i.e. your wife?
Yeah, no. Well, there was obvious crew boarding and all of that, and nice observation deck at the end, but I kind of got cut off there. I found a weird suit, kind of like a glass ball you wear on your head. Wish I had more time to look at it.
Oh. What do they use it for?
I don't know. Didn't get the time.
They just told us transportation. So imagine it comes. So imagine it comes.
I thought you were
off.
talking about the suit.
Oh, the suit. Okay.
No, I'm talking about the ship, the craft.
Aye. Like I said, I think it disconnects from the ship and then sails about itself under the water.
Yeah, so what do they do that for?
Well, considering that where it came from, it probably goes back to the port like secretly, or perhaps if they're sinking, they're able to escape on it.
Whoa, that's really cool. Hold on, let me go get, because I said I was gonna get you the thing. Let me go get the thingy. So don't go anywhere until I get the thingy and bring it up, okay?
Aye, we'll wait here, right here.
Good.
Here's my box of silver hair combs. That's just bunch of silverware forks.
Drop anchor, but we're not rocking rowboat. Just
He goes on down, and before long, he comes back up to your rowboat, and he drops into it a chest. It's an old chest with a rusted lock and a couple barnacles on it.
oh, it's been sitting there a while.
Oh yeah, it's down there at the bottom of the bay. There's some good stuff in here. I don't know what it is, because if I open it, then I'm going to want to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all yours.
Well, thank
So
you.
thanks. No, thank you! I'm so excited! I get to know what's in it! And then almost immediately, he swims right back down into the water and disappears under the waves.
I imagine the centuries take a wee bit of that enthusiasm out of him as they get older. Nice wee bloke, though. Right.
Hey, so he said there's more like this down there.
Aye.
And we are far away from any drow personnel at this point, I think.
Bjorn, you cannot survive on the surface of the water. You would fucking die beneath it in any length of time.
I'm just saying we have several bottles of underwater breathing.
You know what? I'd fucking love to see it. Tomorrow, we'll put you out in the harbour. First thing in the morning, we'll see how you do.
Hey, my problem is above the waves. Under the waves, it's just fine.
I hate to tell you, but it moves underneath as well. There's these things called currents, and they're fucking constant.
Hey, but have you noticed that I can swim? I don't start feeling nauseous when I swim. It's when I'm on a rockety boat.
Don't try and claim that what you do is swimming. That's got natural buoyancy from blubber and hair.
Hey, but the fact still stand. It's the boat that makes it terrible.
Just because the water refuses to accept you, probably because of Valkyr not wanting to sully his great depths, does not mean you can fucking swim.
Hey, because Valkyr wouldn't want to deal with one of Moradin's children.
Ah, he's fine with them. It's you. It's just you. Because I've fucking got you for my life first. Then maybe once you've been reshaped a bit, remolded, socialized a bit, you'll be acceptable for an actual afterlife. I'm not sure Mordon would be very eager for you either.
He would be excited. I'd be pleased to be standing up there at their forges, hammering their way for the rest of the afterlife.
I use this dwarven propaganda to set a rhythm to the rowing. Just start humming a little hymn or such to drown him out a bit, using thaumaturgy.
Wait, so all this is... The dragon dropped the chest into our ship?
Yeah, let's not go...
Into the little...
I probably shouldn't go looking into it right now. Let's get off the boat first.
Sure thing.
You don't want to start banging, start trying to force open a chest while on the boat here.
No, you know what? Sure, I'll go for it right now. Why not? As Harton just starts tossing the boat about as he shifts around, just to shut Bjorn up for a bit. Starts doing fake acting to manhandle the box lid as if it's rotten, just side to side, tossing and turning the rowboat.
Don't damage the box. I like that chest. I might use it for storage.
Come on, he was right eager to want the box open. Let's get going here. Come on, I'll give it a little bit more to the left.
I would like to ask the DM, how much is the rocket going to happen? Can he control it?
He can control it, oh yeah.
Are you sure? You don't want to make him roll for it.
No, I'm quite sure.
He's actually proficient in water vehicles. Well, land vehicles, same thing.
It's not hard to rock a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just more the eagerness with him to make people discomfort.
No, I'm perfectly okay with this.
Not the rest of you, just Bjorn, so he doesn't do it a lot.
Yeah, I'm just saying there are other people on the boat.
Horik is currently bellying the bay.
He's what?
Throwing up over the side.
Alright, I'll just roll back, shall we? There we go. More room to observe what's in it. We can set aside little piles and organise it. So, back to the harbour.
All right. So, you do get back to one of the other ones of Zord's ships. They do take the boat, and they all bid you a lovely night. I assume you all are heading back to your tavern?
Crabwater just wondering, fuck me, but Captain was generous as they watch us carry this massive chest along.
Why is there so many barnacles on them? Is the ship that moist?
He's smart enough to figure you didn't get that from Zord, and he's just not asking questions at this stage.
Smart man. Oh, we're in someone's fan.
Oh, dear.
Theo, we're in your fan.
Figures.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we set off on a long path home. Jesus Christ.
Particularly with a slightly tipsy Bjorn that you have to lead.
That's no problem, I can roll him.
It's fine. He's not that drunk.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So,
You
Also,
do?
Is there-
by the way, Usana, you speak Elvish, right?
Yes.
Could you translate this for?
Why'd you fucking take that?
Well, it looked interesting.
There's not a fucking reason to go half inching on a friend.
There are 2 more of these.
He's
He
gonna
won't
know,
miss them.
and you think
He
he's
said-
not gonna notice.
They look like scrap, like failed attempts he would throw out anyway.
I suppose I can look it over.
Do not go lifting shit.
Uzana.
Yep.
You see a very well written letter written in an elegant hand in Elvish. There are notations along the side that, while they are some variety of Elvish, you don't speak that variety.
We can assume drow.
And yeah, at this stage of the game, you could probably assume that is definitely drow notations.
It came from a ship filled with drow. Zord's
I mean,
pretending he's
but-
not a drow. It's all drow.
It does comprehend language also affects a written language?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the main purpose.
But the bits that you can read, Uzana, after all the strike throughs and such, the letter reads, "To Her Ageless Majesty, Layrel Silverhand, the Witch Queen of Stornader, Lady of the North, she of the Seven Sisters, chosen of Mistra, and the Open Lord of Waterdeep. Your spies are to be commended. Rest assured, my presence in your fair city is purely recreational, though if fortune smiles upon me, this visit could benefit us both. Your predecessor left the City of Splendors in a sorry state, but you have done wonders to lift the spirit of the citizenry during your short time in office. I know how politics offends you, so forgive me for taking this opportunity to point out the obvious. We can make both our cities stronger and strike back against he who robbed Waterdavians of their wealth and dignity. I'm speaking, of course, of that dirty sack of rats, Dagalt Neverember. That's the phrase you used to describe him yesterday to the emissary from Mirabar, is it not? Evidently, my spies are also to be commended. Why let Neverember get away with his crimes against Luskan and Waterdeep? Can we be allies, if not friends? These are the questions that haunt my dreams, as surely as I haunt yours." It is not signed.
Do you recite it?
Depends where we are.
I suppose we can wait until we get home then.
Yeah, if we're at home, certainly.
I mean, we know who's going to be on the note of that. That is definitely Jarlaxle's way of speaking.
Yeah.
So, now that we're on our way home,
Right. Go on, get your fry bar out. Actually, come to think of it, Gatix, Maedrix,
Yes.
watch us do this. Because you got caught.
So I take it you're doing this in your upstairs part of the tavern, right?
Yeah, because I think the business is currently going right now. So yeah, we'll go upstairs.
So you go upstairs. Let's actually move you over there.
Hey, I
I'm
want that
failing.
box.
There's a mimic inside the box.
Just one? No, it's a nest. Home sweet home.
Move you on here.
Let's see.
I was going to say, where did Bjorn go? Like I just moved him back. Where did he go?
I found me.
There you are. You're just reaching around for you in the darkness, weren't you?
Yep. Drag and drop is very handy. Well, selection box. There we go. And now
Right.
I sit in my chair.
As that happens, you hear 3 children run into the room. Hi, everybody!
Hi, Barons. You had a good day?
We bring treasure.
Hey.
Treasure?
Sunken treasure from the paws of an incredibly eager dragon.
They look absolutely awestruck and crowd around the chest. Is this real treasure? For real?
Probably.
For real.
He hadn't looked in it, otherwise he would have
Maybe.
kept it.
It
You know
could
what?
be
Actually,
filled
this
with
will be
old socks for all we know.
Actually, you know what? This will be good experience for them. Right? Squiddly, Jinx, you help Bjorn there. Nat, you're with me. Let's pry this out evenly on both sides.
Can we try to open it non-destructively first?
Can he hear you? 1, 2, 3.
That'd be an athletics from everybody involved.
Luckily, we both have pry bars.
Was that all of the children involved?
I mean, they're not really involved. He's just giving them a chance to pretend they're helping.
I'd like to point out, so Bjorn is utterly useless at this.
No. We have
What?
crowbars. They give us advantage on
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, then you are good. Yeah, that's enough. you guys absolutely fling that bad boy open, and inside is an absolute wealth of silver. Absolutely jam-packed full of silver. And on the top is actually a golden amulet shaped like an octopus with amethyst eyes.
That is fancy and potentially cursed, so that's Uzi's, I believe, the check over.
Uh-huh.
Look at that, kids. That's a lot of coin.
Whoa!
This is also a good lesson. Every time you find a really nice piece of jewelry or item, always assume it's cursed first
Aye.
until proven otherwise.
Especially if it's got a face or a symbol on it that you don't recognise.
Hey, I was worried for a moment that my sword was cursed. Yeah, turned out it was just a passing moment of someone speaking to my head, unrelated to the sword.
You get used to that.
Yes, in the chest was 300 silver pieces. Because I assume eventually y'all start counting it out. So it's a grand total of 300 silver.
That's everything we're doing. Luckily, Kago's got a coin shifter in him, right?
Oh, 30 gold.
Sure.
We just slot in between the ribs.
And then for the amulet, are you going straight with identify or detect magic?
Yeah, we'll go straight for identify.
Might as well. No point doing the ritual either. It's the end of the day.
All right, so you do investigate it, and it is not magical.
Well,
That's
well, there you
fine.
go.
Is anybody going to be investigating the chest itself?
Once we get the
I
coins
wanted
out,
that chest.
So, Horik, give me a perception.
we'll give it a wee tap for the false bottoms.
I was gonna say Gaddix wouldn't check out the chest. He's kind of got PTSD.
Just shut the lid
Heck,
whenever
thanks.
Korik is checking it.
Horik doesn't see anything.
Oh, we look in.
You, however, Harton, see, he was feeling around the bottom for a false bottom. You check the lid itself, and you find there is a secret compartment in the lid with a stoppered wooden scroll tube.
Well, it wouldn't have done you much good to find it anyway, Horik.
I'm checking it over for damage. Can it be repaired?
Well, it's
They
not like we
break
broke it
too
apart.
badly.
We just gotta clean it up.
I assume the lock on it or latch
Yeah.
is completely destroyed if you use
That was
pry
that was
bars.
already a rusted mess.
Yeah, it was already rusted through. You couldn't have
Is
used
there
it.
anything in the secret compartment?
Yeah, I just found it.
It's a stoppered wooden scroll tube.
Pop that open, pass it to the missus.
Inside
you.
is a spell scroll of Revivify.
Oh.
Well, guess that's mine now. Can I make use of it though? For some reason, I was able to before. It's mysterious, that. Let's put that back in the tube bin. That'll keep it safe in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, does anyone want this little shiny doodah?
Maybe we could always take it down
Is
to
it
the.
a
What?
is it a symbol of some religion or anything I know of?
Give it a religion. Cthulhu. No, it's actually not anything.
It's just a fun
Okay.
nautical sculpt.
It was just a worry that we might have picked up some religious artifact.
That's why I had. That's why I had the wife check it out for any influences.
Well, I
I
would
suppose
guess
we could.
worth
We could-
quite a bit.
Yet,
Hey.
it is a fair assumption by pretty much anybody here that it's probably worth more than a little bit.
We could always
Worth
take it
more,
by
way
the
more than the
pawn-
silver.
We could
Yeah.
always take it by the pawn shop.
To be fair, it's not that hard to cost more than 30 gold.
I mean, that's half of our profit margin.
Yeah, but now we don't have to. Now we don't have to pay for change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is
we don't
useful change for the bar.
We don't have to pay a service fee in the bank.
Can we
Gentlemen,
make
we're fine. We can get all the cinnamon rolls we need for a month. After that, we'll be
Can we
broke
make-
again.
Can we make any assumption about how much the thing would be worth?
What would an appraisal be?
It's not really covered.
Investigate, maybe.
It's just one of those things where they simply tell
Yeah.
you the value in the various adventures and all.
I think
Yeah.
it would be a jeweler's tools, most appropriately.
Yeah. Insight, possibly as well.
Yeah, let's just roll an intelligence on it.
Walking through the street using persuasion. What do you think this is worth?
No idea.
It's expensive.
Fancy, shining, glittering.
Go on, who are the magpies in this group? Bjorn, Gatix, Auric? Actually, you really fuckers, a lot of
Yeah, I
you.
could give it a shot.
Yeah, to be honest, more
So
akin to.
Give me an inch.
We've been-
iron.
yeah, I don't know
I
what
know,
happened to my
but
sheet. I just
Bjorn
opened
and
up-
Harden have been poor too often to not understand. We sell this shit off, and we try to get a decent price.
I accidentally closed my sheet. I was opening up Kago's sheet. That doesn't work.
What's it worth, boy? What's it worth?
You said int.
Yeah. I mean, it's north of 200.
Copper.
I mean,
Somewhere
always.
between the 200 to 300 range. Gold.
Yeah.
Alright, sadly we're not keeping this, but we're going to liquidate it for something more useful.
Finally, the kids just kind of speak up. Where? So you got that from a dragon? Did you kill it?
No. I'm surprised you kids don't know about it. There's a wee bronze dragon? That's one of those two. Down in the
Bronze.
harbour.
It's a bronze dragon.
Oh,
A bronze.
Close enough.
I haven't seen one.
No,
It's close enough. Aye,
it is not.
it's a chatty wee thing. Give us a small wee quest to find out something for that repayment.
For a loot box.
No,
That's
it's
awesome.
it's a surprise mechanic.
Uh-huh.
Well, it is kind of odd when you think about it as bronze dragon since it's an alloy.
Don't you be starting this
No.
shit again. I put up with that for hours last time.
So, where did you all go? You were just trying to look up something for the bronze dragon?
Oh, we got an invitation sort of last minute to Zord's ship. I'm surprised you guys weren't on there.
Oh, when did it go on?
It's alright, it's alright. I filled my pockets. Just a
Oh,
plethora of little snacks and treats that he managed to bind up. There you go. Exotic cheeses. The finest, apparently.
thank you, Mr. Hart. Wish we could have been there, but we ran into a bit of a pickle.
What'd you
A
do?
pickle?
And when he says what'd you do, he looks mainly at Squidly.
I didn't do nothing this time.
Alright, good attitude. What did you three get up to then?
We left the garden
Aye.
and we didn't do nothing.
Right, I don't fucking believe that for a second.
No, we didn't do nothing.
Right.
And we left. And then when we were walking by, the sister from the orphanage, because it's nearby, she spotted us. And then she sent the brother to go get us, and then we kind of had to go halfway across the city for a couple of hours.
You could have just
And
explained
the-
you've got a home now.
Well, we didn't want to have that conversation because that's complicated. So
Aye.
technically we didn't do it.
Alright, well, we can sort that out.
And they wouldn't have believed us anyways.
Probably.
And then we'd have.
We already tried that.
And then we would have to talk to the Orphans Guild.
No, they're simply called the Unwanteds. They expanded to also include the beggars and the homeless.
So yeah, they weren't gonna really believe us. So we had to kind of.
It's a bit of a problem. You can't beg in the streets unless you got a proof of address and a fee. Right, well, we should probably sort that. Oh, fucking right. Got a wee surprise for you as well, in addition to all this.
Oh,
Right, upstairs, come on. And he's the first one up, of course.
the kids are right up after you.
Got a wee surprise from a friend. Actually, hang on a second, I should have Uzi here as well, as he grabs his wife and drags her up as well. Should probably bring her. No, that's enough, It's a small room. Brings them all in. Look at that.
What's that? What's in the crate?
It's a good question, isn't it? You know what? Why don't you just find out? Lift the lid gently now. Fucking gently.
And they do. And it's an egg!
It's not just an egg. Uzi found out what it were. And Lou also spoiled the surprise. It's an oil bear egg.
From the Northlands.
So it might even be a nice white.
Jinx is doing a little dance in place and kind of spinning around excitedly.
I don't know when it's going to hatch, and we're going to find out how we look after it, aye? All of us. Including that,
Yeah!
including that motley bunch downstairs that I call me friends and family.
Yeah, We'll do it. We'll do it. We gotta go get books.
Alright, well, we'll
I'll
do
read
that.
all of the books.
Well, we're doing that tomorrow, though. So, you know what
Okay.
you got to have to do. Get something to eat. Get your
Okay,
teeth brushed.
we
Get a wash.
already ate.
Right,
But we can do that stuff.
good. I'll give you a bit of a
Okay.
story tonight, and then you sleep, and then tomorrow we find out a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Jinx makes a very squealy happy sound and then just immediately rushes out of the room to go do everything he was told to do.
Good lad. Good
Squid-
lad.
Squidly looks very excited. He just goes, oh, I should probably do what he's doing. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. And he just runs over, he gives you a quick hug and then runs out the door.
Ah, what a good lad. I'm still disappointed in him.
Nat just looks really amused. And she just kind of gives her a little bit of a shrug and thumbs up. And then she goes out to join the rest.
Ah, look at her pretending she's not as excited as those two.
Looks at you going like, wow, I can't believe how childish they are.
And then skips away
Yeah.
the moment she's out of sight.
Yeah. But no one is more excited about it than Harden himself.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's one thing when the dad says we're not getting a dog. It's another when it's the dad suggesting they get a dog. Oh, that was worth it. Saying that, I wanted a whole lot to do out there. Can't believe it got caught, though.
But I mean, well, at least
Speaking of, so what exactly did you see down there? Because I do imagine you probably embellished the truth a little bit.
We should probably head back down for a conversation, eh? Unless, you know, no, we've got stuff to do. We've got chats to do. Come on, love. Alright, space please, gentlemen, as I get in my chair. That's better, that's better. Remember, a tax opportunity or a thing even among the household. And we've also probably got the sight of Horik just pushing and shoving the chest up into his room, right?
Yep. Horik is cleaning that chest out. He's putting it by his fireplace so it can dry out slowly.
Pardon having to clamber up onto the walls a bit, just let Horik pass underneath him with the chest. What are you so excited about that thing for, anyway?
Because it looks cool.
Alright, that's all I needed. Correct. Alright, now your conversation may resume. Just had to show the kids the egg. Oh, let's see now.
By the way, can we maybe get a written version of what's actually in the letter?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me pull that up for you. Go. I'm pulling it up where I can copy paste it because I am not fucking typing that by hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, who's Anna down with him? So you were suggesting that Gags was exaggerating, eh? So what all did you see?
I mean, I wasn't lying when I said it was just a bunch of empty bunks.
You left out
Well,
wee bits, I'm sure, didn't you?
No, I told him about the suit with the bowl on top.
What do you think? Must have been interesting.
Shame I didn't get more time with it.
Well, maybe we can ask next time.
there were a couple of gnomes working on it.
You didn't see anyone, did you, Gags?
No, I didn't see anyone.
Huh.
Must have been at the opposite end. So he's got
Right.
gnome engineers working around the clock. I'm also pretty convinced there that Sword is Jarlaxle. I'm not convinced at all by him saying it's just a friend we've got.
2 bedrooms too.
I could see that more as he's got the ladies' room and the room for himself when he's dealing with just business personal.
Yeah.
Then wouldn't he
So-
have 3 bedrooms?
What's the third one for?
Well, I don't know, but then wouldn't he have 3?
No, see, that's the thing, is he's saying that second bedroom is actually just his for business and it doesn't belong to Jarlaxle. Because he is Jarlaxle.
Aye.
I think.
So,
So
as
he's-
a reminder, Zord said that he shares with the ladies and Jarlaxle has 2 bedrooms.
Yep.
One in the submarine and one on the ship.
Yeah, but Harton is pointing out that the 2 bedrooms on the ship are both Jarlaxles because Zord is Jarlaxle.
Yeah.
That is his theory.
I don't remember exactly, but I don't think I found anything else interesting in the in Jarlaxle's cabin, aside from the little thing with the statue, with the Dritz
You saw the little Dritz Scrimshaw statue.
With the giant
You saw
spiders.
Yeah, you did see the giant spiders.
Oh yeah,
that
and
were
if he
alive.
brings up
Oh,
if he
right.
brings up statue, I'm gonna bring up the statue of the spiders with the half spider, half.
Yeah.
Harton, give me a religion on that one.
Pretty sure I can guess.
Yeah, but still, just to make sure.
Let's see here. There we go. A reminder, but the cleric does not have it tagged.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly Gaddix is describing a statue for Wolf.
Yep, that's good old Rolf.
Unsurprising, but Rao.
A bit worrying to be on there. I mean, I thought that was a thing for male. I suppose they just do it to keep up appearances, maybe, or for a wee blessing now and again. She's
in a bedroom.
Yeah, she's a bit like the bitch queen Umberlee. You don't want to invoke her wrath, so now and again you just placate her, I suppose. But remember, if you do support Valkyr, he'll protect you against her machinations. Just a reminder next time you're going on a voyage to maybe say a wee prayer to the good captain himself. You'll be safer than just trusting the whims of the bitch queen. I do have some literature in case you're curious.
And if you rely on Moradin, you have afterlife job security.
But don't go praising Moradin though for a protection on a sea voyage. I'll just say, what the fuck are you doing there? Get back in the ground. If you want some lighter reading, I can suggest All Famous Dwarf Pirates and Captains. Only takes a minute. You can't even claim Blackbeard. He were a human. The only beer-themed pirate.
Was everybody actually informed of what you found, Nadrex and Gaddix?
Yeah.
I would have shared my parts at least.
Okay.
Ugh. Pull your trousers up, man.
So yes, you do know apparently of the living spiders in Zord's hold.
Oh. Must be some cleanup there.
He also has a sauna.
Oh, that's just good sense. Must do a fucking job on the wood, though, if the steam gets out.
Oh, and of course the ever wonderful training dummies with the weird web. The weird corded web.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Can imagine Felric would make use of those once they come away confused from Lou. Strike a few dummies just to, get back to a world that makes sense.
And Lou has gone up to his bedroom at the stage, so he is not there to actually hear that.
Also, actually, if I remember correctly, the two ladies in Saul's room and the street performer who we helped steal their audience were both on that ship.
Well, that was the same thing.
Yeah, the two ladies were performing in the street as well, but not the whip guy was not there.
Yeah, in the streets and on the sheets.
Oh.
Yeah, they do their own performances. They do the parade route, and then yes, they are then in Zord's bedroom and bed chambers as well.
All right. I suppose you took a while lingering around there, did you?
Do you tell them that you snuck in there and peeked in while they were boinking, Nadrax?
No. That is not important.
Can you hide that, though? As I scrutinize the confirmed bachelor.
I assume Gaddix would have heard that as well.
When I say
he looks embarrassed.
I actually cannot beat that. I give it a good try, but I can't. It is impossible.
Fucking knew it.
Look, it was the last place that had anything interesting in that I didn't look at already.
Apparently quite interested indeed. Did you learn anything new? I'm just glad you didn't pick up anything when you were in there as well.
I'm actually pondering if that would be something new to him.
Skullport's a
often
rough
has he-
place.
How often has he looked at two ladies boinking?
That's what I'm kind of wondering. How much would that be apparent in Waterdeep? Not Waterdeep, in Skullport.
You probably don't see that very often. That's all behind closed doors, and you weren't invited.
Man, that's
I
a
mean-
harsh way to put it.
I mean, he could have accidentally seen it on the job.
Probably not often.
Quite the phrasing.
Well, if you have someone who stabs people for a living,
I mean, may have also done a kind of stabbing. You just don't wait along.
Uh,
but yeah.
Well, I think we've learned all of value here. So good night, Gatix, Bjorn, Kogo, Pervert. Let's head up bed. Let's head up bed now. And to think Horrick's the one rubbing his chest fervently now. Takes all types, I suppose. Well, now
all right.
I'll lock my door.
And this is where we're going to cut it for the night because, yes, we cannot progress much further past here. Lou is a requirement.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Fine. That's also fine with me.
I'll turn the button.